Yeah, so that alleviates like, oh, he's funny. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
you have a sense of humor. I'm gonna be honest, like going back then and kind of watching you, I think that's one of the, and even like talking to you now, I'm like, yo, you're like a natural born storyteller. That to me, that also aligns with how like when I watch Jamie, yo, Jamie's he's in a, one of the other things I said he could do. He could have done radio.
yeah.
The way he talks, knows how to tell a story. Like I hear some of the same mannerisms when you're telling the story. I'm like, this is hilarious. Like.
I know y'all like, damn, he's streaming again? Yup. I know y'all like, damn, he's streaming again? Yup. Yep, I'm streaming again. Just bored, is all. Yeah, listen to this interview. Late night streaming. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to the rest of this interview. So I don't know if y'all might want to listen or what. God dog. Excuse me. But I'm gonna go ahead and listen to this interview. DJ Academics interviewing with Tammy. I can't say that dude's name, but I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the rest of this.
Like
Thank you, bro. But for me, bro, it was like, it was understanding that, all right, you got to show a different side of you. So now, what's funny? What's hitting? What's in the culture, but people don't really get that's too kind of funny. And at that time, it was the Nigerian. Everybody was trying to find a 23andMe, all that shit. You know? Yo, I'm 16%, my guy. You know what I mean? Like that type of time. So for me, it was like, oh, we're gonna capitalize on this, and I created that character. So that kind of made it be like, oh shit, like he's funny. So people started being like, oh, I love the conversation was like, oh, butterscotch rather than Dre. Yeah. So now I built that, so then it became, okay, the only thing I need right now is a record that could pierce through.
Hey, let me ask you a question about even playing Dre, right? And just of maybe like, you know, some of the moments of like, you know, maybe like people, because people, that character's polarizing to how people feel about the show. Do you feel like if it was a character that, you know, wasn't maybe as polarizing, it would have probably softened like some of the other stuff that you were trying to do? Because if you're saying people are seeing you and they're like, I can't wait till they kill you off on the show, it's like they're not even, they're so caught up in how polarizing that is that they can't even like let go of the character just to be like, yo, he must be a cool dude because he's playing this cool role. They're like, no, you get my emotions riled up. I don't want to look about nothing else.
Yeah, and again, that's where I realized, like, okay, one, you were really affecting the culture. However, I would not change anything, bro, because it made me have to beast up so crazy as an artist that, like, I had to work my ass off. And so the fact that, like, they would say, yo, you film on Monday, and you got to film on Thursday, you can go to LA and do your album in 3 days, or some shit like that. Like, that type of mentality is what I had to work with. So you gotta make an album and come up with a single in that span of 3 days. So you're not sleeping for 72 hours. I wouldn't have had that mindset of like when other artists get 3-4 months to work on the album or shit, a year and a half, whatever. I have 3 days to make a record and make more records that people can vibe to. And that's how we created In My Bed because of that pressure.
How's the workflow? And then like are you, have you been burnt out because again, like when someone hits like a really successful show, that's it. They sit there. You know what I mean? And, you know, they might have some auxiliary stuff, but it'll be some stuff that's really passive. Like when you think about doing music is almost it's full time. It's like a double time endeavor. You know, because people are also looking at you, your lifestyle. They want to see everything. And sometimes, you know, I've looked at like actors who, you know, they go from role to role. They get to kind of like be out of the limelight and kind of disappear and just get into the role, and then they come back around and start to press.
Yeah. And for me, bro, like again, because I love what I do so much, that I'm feeling good, and because I have that chip on my shoulder because of the acting, it makes me embrace everything that I have to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
That's all. It makes me look at it like, oh, nah, we got this to do, I knock it out, because of all the years of having to prove, all the years of having to work double time. So now it's become second nature where I don't even think like, oh, I gotta do all this. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna knock this out, let's get it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what that put in,
It's such a like I was telling someone because I use that now too, right? Like having a chip on your shoulder is a great motivator.
Yes.
I was having a conversation with Charlotte, and I remember telling my wife, honestly, sometimes I go out trying to find people down me. Like I don't like when people give me too much applause, like, yo, you're killing it right now. I'm like, damn, nigga, like, trying to turn up a little bit more. You gotta tell me, like, you gotta show me another goal for me to hit. You gotta be like, yo, yeah, you doing it like this, but man, I don't know if you can get to this level. That's what motivated me. So like, you having that chip on your shoulder, you know, you became really complacent where you're like, nah, fuck this, I'm about to really just help.
Absolutely, and going back to what you just said, bro, so somebody told me in the studio, they were like, bro, you know, nobody would ever expect you to make like a wedding song. That's what he said. They were like, why would you, like, we wouldn't expect that. Like, you killing it at the time, like, In My Bed, the record with Wale was going crazy. It's like, you can't do a wedding song. Like, that shit's for legends. Somebody's like, my guy, my friend, and he knows how my mind is. Yeah, so I'm like, what? So then,
yeah, that probably tapped into like your youth. Like you say you used to be going around singing Nigerian wedding songs.
I mean, I won the Apollo Theater. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a challenge then. Oh, it was a challenge. Like, and again, you got, as you know, like in this industry, if you're successful, bro, you gotta be a dog. You know what I mean? You gotta have that, like,
you gotta be mentally tough. You gotta be resilient. You gotta be a hard worker. You gotta be doing all these things.
All these things consistently. So when he said that, I was like, all right, the next session, we doing a wedding song. So we did the song, wrote it, sang it, figured it out 3-4 hours. Now, to this day, right now, my song "I Do" is top 10 on Billboards on urban radio right now, bro.
Yeah, they sent me some stats on it. Like, wedding songs be doing that good?
Fine, God damn it. Like, I'm about to go do sing at a Patriot, New England Patriots wedding on Sunday in Boston because of the song. So that's what I'm saying. So like, I wouldn't have.
Those bookings probably look lit.
Oh yeah, those.
I know. As a DJ, we used to be eating wedding seats. Oh my god. Weddings, you come in, that's when we're bringing out extra. We renting lights. We acting like we got those. Oh yeah, we got lights. We got this. We got that. We got this. Hey, listen, oh, you need an MC, we got that too.
We got everything you need.
Everything. The package we're going to give you, oh, you about to spend the most money of your life here.
Absolutely. So, me, bro, like, I was like, all right, cool, like, let's do it. So now we top is number 7 on the charts right now on Billboard, man. So, like, that mentality, I say this to say that mentality was always part of me, but it heightened knowing that I had to do that and have that because of power.
When's the first time you made the Billboard charts? And, like, what was that for? What song was it?
First time I made Billboard was In My Bed. In My Bed, the feature on Wale.
No, that's it.
Because, like, I think, you know, remember we were talking about acting and, like, you know, you were, you know, when you ran into Jamie, you were, like, you kind of needed that, you know, assurance, like, yo, you're with us.
I know you made that
like,
song.
You're in the league. Like, you want to make sure you're in the NBA, right?
Yeah,
not the summer league, or you're not playing in Rucker Park.
Yeah.
As a musician, once you hit that charts, it's kind of like people like you're checked in the game. It's can you do it again though?
Absolutely.
And what could you keep doing after this?
Yeah.
So like, what was that feeling like?
So for me again, bro, it's a challenge. So like that was on my list. So like it says make Billboard, get a gold plaque, get another gold platinum. So now we're at a point where in my bed is gold, in a month and a half it's about to be platinum.
Wow.
Love Rhythm is about to be gold in 2 months possibly. So now, okay, you check. So now you're a platinum selling artist. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now, next level, what are you gonna do? All right, you want to be Grammy nominated. Okay, yeah. Cool. You want to have a world tour that's okay, now you want to have a product of your own that you're promoting. So like, it keeps growing and it'll never stop. I'm so grateful for it, but my mindset is like, all right, keep moving. Like you said, the first one was Jamie's validation, for sure. Boom, okay, cool. Now, Billboard. Now, you got gold, now you're about to be platinum. Okay, now Grammy. Now you want to get the arena tour, and that's how, my mind is.
It looks like you're definitely still taking on like new endeavors too, which I know got to be challenging, but still inspiring. They told me here you have like a skincare line or some shit like that.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
I like to see the brothers getting up some skincare stuff, man. Like for real. Like this is some good shit. Like I'm tired of. I'm tired of. I feel like there's a certain. Like we expect certain people to do it, but like we gotta get some of the brothers who, because honestly,
yeah.
No, I just recently got to skincare. Real talk.
Okay.
I'm one of the niggas who like, yo, I be like, yo, wait, I took a shower, get some water, touch my face after I wash my hair, like, yo, I'm good. And like, whatever reason, like, I don't know if it was my diet, whatever, I don't know if it's just timing, I don't know if it's like the earth on some axis.
Yeah.
Like, I start breaking out pimples, and it's the first time I said, yo.
Was it COVID? Was it during COVID?
Huh? Yeah.
Yep.
And I said, yo, I gotta start treating my skin like a thing, like a thing that I take care of, not a thing that I've been blessed before with kind of ignoring.
Yes.
That's one of the things that I think that black men sometimes don't really kind of pay attention to.
Because no one teaches us the importance of it. You know what I'm saying? We don't grow up really knowing the importance of it, and then we look at it as in our culture as a feminine thing to do for a long time. And it's actually you're kept, you're a well put together person when you do that. So for me, it came about counterfeit chips over the last 48 hours. I did the butterscotch sticks. So a lot of different companies started coming to me about the face mask, before anything gets done. Endorse our brand. It was getting millions and millions of views, and it was consistently being posted. So then I was like, damn, but nah, man, let me do my. At that point, it sounds good, but something's bigger than me. So then, when I started realizing, like, TV shows and networks were coming, like, yo, we would like to create something for this. I said, why am I gonna give my money, this product, to somebody else and get a piece of it? Nah, we gotta create our own thing. So what happened was, I met with Tommy Hilfiger, the Hilfiger family, years ago, because they wanted me to model for their stuff. And we kept that relationship. So the Hilfiger family had a lot of brand partnerships and associations. So they were like, yo, we love your skin idea, we love it, we love what we can do with it. And we have a company that works out of Israel that only makes products from the Dead Sea. So I said, what? I was like, yo, is it like all natural? It's 95% all natural, and the products that we would use on your stuff, because we want to keep it authentic to how you seem to be, we will use just the product from the Dead Sea. And if you're not familiar with the Dead Sea cleans all types of skin diseases. I've heard that. Oh my God, bro. It cleans everything. The Dead Sea, the salt is so heavy and so thick that it cleans and kills 90% of the salt. So people will travel thousands of miles.
I've heard that. I've heard a lot of people travel there and just to go in there.
Go in there and it'll cure your psoriasis, all that. So when I heard that, I was like, yo, this is what I'm fucking talking about. So I went to Israel. I met the people.
Oh, you actually went there?
I went to Israel, bro. It was a whole.
I thought you just hit the Zoom call like, all right, man. Hey, show me the water.
Show me the water.
Good job, man.
So we had a conversation and we were going back and forth and explaining it for a while, and I was like, the final step is to just go and make it happen. And I went and I experienced the Dead Sea. And I went in and I saw how my skin was glowing after the day. And I was like, oh, this is it. And no one else is doing that here. So my product is a partnership with the Hilfiger family and creative over in Israel. And it's called Favor because I'm very spiritual. So I was like, I want everybody to put favor in their life. That's why we call it Favor, F-A-V-R. And it literally, bro, has the testimonies within 4 or 5 days people have been going crazy. And I had acne for a while during the pandemic, and it cleared everything. Cleared everything off of me, bro, in 2 weeks.
How is that like? I don't know if you were like you were filming during that period when you had acne. Like, it's just like you use makeup to like kind of conceal it, or
It makes it worse. Yeah. So I was using makeup, and sometimes some makeup artists don't clean your blushes, so it'll break you out even more. So I was inflamed for maybe a good 9 months of the pandemic. So I was like, I started using other things that make it work. I started trying black soap, all this stuff. Literally, when it came to making my own product, and it's from, like, it's pure and more pure than 90% of the stuff that's here, and seeing it work, it was the most gratifying feeling, bro. And then now seeing that people are getting testimonies of like, yo, this is, like, I'm getting complimented on my skin. My skin is healing in a very, very fast pace. It's never been like this before, so I'm proud of it, man. And we gonna make sure you get some, bro.
I think some shit like that. Here's the thing with skincare, too. Skincare... There's something about skincare, especially for men, that if you haven't had skincare for your whole life, or if you haven't had skin problems, so you probably ignored it. Once you do have it, like I found myself, I was experimenting, bro. Like, I was just like, all right, okay, let me do this, do that. I feel like I'm making some concoctions. I don't know if it's working. Like I'll tell you this. Yo, this was like a small pimple, bro. It's now turned into like this huge blackhead. It just there. At first it was like, I ain't gonna lie, me and my shorty, bro. Like at first she was like, let's put some toothpaste on it. I have to put toothpaste and some other stuff on it. And then that's what all these things are. She's like, I think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna do some other stuff, bro. Now I just have to literally wait till my skin heals for it to kind of go away. And I'm like, well, it's because I'm just trying to mix and match. Because I feel like when it comes to women and dealing with their skins and their pores and all that kind of stuff, it's not only like, just cure. There's a lot of prevention, exfoliate, like they're doing a lot. With us, it's like, you see the pimple, now it's a problem.
Right, so this is what I'm saying. So with Favor, first of all, it's unisex because it cleans, it's the Dead Sea, so it cleans everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's unisex, so your shorty could rock it as well. It's literally a charcoal cleanser, and it's a deep sea mask, face mask that you use that's literally the Dead Sea, and then it has an exfoliating rub from the Dead Sea as well. So like it's simple, bro, and it moisturizes that smells and feels good in your skin. So like I'm telling you, though, I'm not just trying to sell it to you, like for real.
You don't give it me for free, so I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna give it to you. No, I'm gonna give it to you for free, but I'm gonna make sure you get it like every 3 months though.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, so you good? Oh yeah, you're gonna love it, bro. When I tell you, my G, like you're gonna be like, thank you, my brother. Like you're not gonna have nothing, bro. I promise.
Surprised you ever had skin problems? You always look like you should be looking glowing, nigga. Oh.
Nah, bro. No, I was here, stressed, and then like it was a lot of stress, bro. Like, and so like during that time, and anybody that's dealing with wifey and with postpartum at times, we don't talk about that as men, bro. The most stress-loving time, but that's stressful, bro. You know what I mean?
I think maybe it was a little bit of stress.
Yeah.
Like some of the faces, your skin is such an interesting. I don't know if they call it organ or whatever they call it, but like it's a living, breathing thing. Yes. I think it embodies how you live, what you eat, where you're at, how you think, your inner, health. It's crazy.
Yes, bro. And we don't take care of it. So like now we have it where it's cool to get a face wash and all this. So now we get, again, the thing for us people, we just need to keep it as natural as possible. And that's what works for us. So like, again, that's why we were Favor. We were like, yo, let's make sure you got that. And yeah, bro, for sure.
No, that's dope. Hey, so in terms of like what's next for you, right? Like, I think you're at a really dope spot, which is, I think, probably the healthiest for you just mentally, because you're getting to check off all the boxes that of things you want to do. You don't only feel like kind of like pigeonholed in one particular place. Are you looking to make the transition to like, maybe some lead roles, maybe big screen and stuff like that? Where you are mentally with that?
Okay, so right now, to answer the first part, I have a song called that. So this is coming out later, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a song out right now called Throwback that we pushing, right? So musically, that's what we're doing. Musically pushing Throwback, the video's out, go watch it.
Does this fall under 50 label still?
No. So I'm with Empire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm with Empire. Yeah, with guys. I'm with guys and Newman and them. But I also have my own label now, Front Row Music. So we did a point-of partnership. So, but yeah, so throwback is what we focus on. But for me, bro, mentally, I had to take a break from the acting world. Like 6-7 years of it was beautiful, but I needed a break. Like I needed a break from the schedule. I needed a break from dealing consistently with a lot of different egos and personalities, just in everything, not from just a specific show, but just from everything, like being on a time schedule like that and the pressures of lines and everything. Like it was, I just said, I know myself, let me just take a second and just really capitalize on this music wave that we're doing. And I've never had the opportunity to really miss acting because I was always working since I started the way I was thrown into it. Since I was thrown into it, I've consistently always worked for the last 10 years. So for me, it was like taking this time now, it was like, you know what, damn, I missed that. So I had a conversation with my agents and it was like, yo, let's get back on it. Let's get these auditions going, let's have these meetings, let's go for these leading roles, let's get back on TV, and again, not everything is about the money, it's about your mental. So like I had to take a second and say, am I mentally ready to get not only have a music career that's way bigger from when it was 2-3 years ago, to now balance an acting career. Can I handle that now? And so I had to mentally prepare for that. And that's what
I think that's where you could possibly lean on definitely a lot. Just off the mere fact that, man, where he was at, when he dropped the Predictable album, right? I don't think he needed to do it, right? And if you looked at it, it was, obviously been passionate his whole life, but I think it started to come out, whether it was in his comedy, hot more musical stuff when it came to the Jamie Foxx show, and it was just right. And by the way, I think he executed that perfect. So like the execution of that, because here's the thing too, I think you're also, and I'm wondering what you think about this. If you're thinking about your existing fan base or existing following, your audience, you're trying to convert some of them who might be used to you like just acting. You're trying to convert them into someone who could have an all you experience. Right? And it might not be all of them that come through, but at least you want to be able to execute it to the best, that you give yourself the best shot.
Absolutely, bro. And that takes time, it takes diligence, it takes great records, and it takes being in the right mental space, bro. Like, and that's why I feel like now is the perfect time to pivot and do something that's completely different, whether it's a romantic comedy, whether it's action, whether it's Planet of the Apes, whether it's whatever it is, like something that's just like up there, upper echelon. That's what we're doing now, and we claim it. We claim that's gonna happen.
Yo, I feel like you kill it in like comedy, bro. Like,
appreciate
like that comedy picture. I feel like just the energy I get from you was just like, and I think it's great if it's kind of more in an improv sense, where like you're allowed to kind of riff a little bit and kind of like use your person, kind of just how you started, really, right?
Yeah, really. And the funny thing is too, though, just so in tune, so like I just saw LeBron James film company, Springfield, they produced the new House Party. So
you're in that junk, ain't it?
I'm in it. Yeah. So we filmed that. Yeah, we filmed that last year. We already filmed it. Yeah. So it's coming out later this year. Yeah, they're coming out.
Let's take the films and shit.
That was about. Like now, bro, like with movies like that, like the average movie takes about 6 weeks to 2 months.
Oh, I thought it was taking like 6 months. Like,
no. That's like the Fast and Furious and Spider-Mans. You know what I mean? Like the Marvels, like because of the CGI and the training and all that. Like that takes that. But when it's just pure acting and like you don't got to do special effects or nothing, it takes a month and that's maybe 4 to 6 weeks.
Yo, well, let's talk about a little bit about your role even in that, and even bringing House Party back, right? It's like how did they even? I don't know if LeBron's studio owned it before, but what does even being in a reprise of that movie mean for you? Because like that's a historic fucking just franchise.
Again, to take on a movie like that, you gotta have you gotta be a dog because you know that if you don't do it right, it's gonna come with a lot of shit, you know. And so, so you gotta be super confident, and then also know that you're doing something that's legendary, and you're putting yourself in a position to win. And the script is hilarious. So like, we're not necessarily even like taking the characters that are these characters to beat this character. It's like a whole new 2022.
I think that's better.
Yeah, we didn't say, oh, we're this guy, oh, this guy, oh, that's the DJ. It's like elements, you know what I'm saying? It's elements of it, but it's like, what's the house party vibe in this generation?
2022, yeah.
2022, without, because you can't duplicate that. But people are going to love it. People are going to laugh their ass off, man.
How'd you land that role, by the way?
Say again?
How'd you land that role?
Yo, so audition, bro. Audition. At this point in time, I auditioned, bro, and it was, and you know, because of COVID, I auditioned and I didn't hear back for like a good year. I forgot about it. So they called back. They were like, "Yo, you remember when you did that audition?"
Hey, just my fine.
Oh, yeah, they're like, "Can you just do it again?"
Just listen to some
and they called.
and listen to DJ Academics interviewing on Spotify.
Wait, if you don't get a role, do they call you to tell you, or you just like?
Hell no, nah.
Because I would think if I get called back in a year, that shit's a dub.
Oh yeah, I thought it sucked. I sucked. Like, I thought I ain't hear from nobody for nothing ever again. So, but it was like a surprise, like, oh, remember when you did that? I was like, I did a house party in audition? So I forgot about it because it's been a year, yeah. So, but yeah, they never let you know, bro. Never.
Wow. What's the win for you? Like, it's hard because I ask myself that question too. And so is it, you know, I move the goalposts a little bit.
Yeah.
Really, the win, usually I try to have two of them, like, right? Like, so what would be the immediate win versus what would be the long-term win, you know? And oftentimes it's changing because, you know, I think we as humans, we are, you know, especially ones who are entrepreneurs or even in the field of entertainment, you have to be goal-driven. You have to have something to aspire to.
Absolutely.
Complacency usually just doesn't work. But I'm wondering right now, you know, you dropped an album, was it in October, Deluxe?
October, yeah.
And I feel like you're doing good there. Some new roles coming up. You're seen as an established, successful actor. What's the win?
So for me right now, the win right now as a businessman would definitely be to see Favor take off in that market and really do well, man, and really just change like the way we as our people, men and women, view skincare and be the go-to man for skincare. So Favor for sure. Then musically, the next projects, Elevation, man. Whatever, Elevation in a way now, it's just the entity Rotimi in that regard, and with no, because of course you still have the people that like, oh, I didn't even know, but like you want it to where it's like everyone knows, and the records speak for itself. The song of the summer, or whatever it may be. Acting, I want to get back on a TV show, and it gotta be the right role. You know, that's a different one. I think having something that is completely different from what I just did, but another successful generational moment would be really, really beautiful. And then being a part of something that's just like, whether it's a war movie, action movie, or even
I feel like you start to cross over once you get to like the action shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Jamie was doing a bunch of like, you know, kind of more comedic movies, because like it made sense for, we already thought he's funny, like loved how he acted on the Jamie Foxx show. But I remember I watched like a war movie and I'm like, oh shit, this is how you kind of get out. It's like you're breaking multiple boxes. Of course, you love now, but you don't want to be like, okay, this is the guy we hit up for all the black movies, right? Oh shit, the aliens are invading us.
Yes.
And in that movie, you're in that shit. You feel me?
Yes. That is the goal. That is a goal, to exercise every part of my gift, bro. Like, I feel like for me, man, there's no limits.
You getting called through the
interview? Activate everything, you know. And so, even just being like an incredible father and spouse, man, and literally just, I just want to be happy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to set up generational wealth. I want to have freaking 100 properties, you know, like that's my mind. And I really realized that there's no limits to this shit. You really can do everything you want to do. You just got to go crazy on it.
I agree. For me personally, when I first started, the ceiling that I was hoping to get to, I'm like, yo, okay, if I ever get here, which is probably 0.001%, I'm gonna I get there. And I crossed it, and that was like, oh shit.
Yes.
So now I have to think of some other impossible shit. You know?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Because us as humans, like, you know, like you really don't know what's possible, and if you limit yourself, you know, it's no use. By the way, you were in the Prince of America sequel, right?
Yeah, I was.
That shit really filmed at like Ross's crib.
It was. So we filmed it at his crib. See, the thing, man, I have a love-hate relationship with what happened with that movie, man, to be quite honest. Because for me, it was a blessing because I was able to, like, bro, like I was in the makeup chair sitting next to Wesley Snipes. Then come out the makeup chair, then Arsenio Hall's coming up, like, what's up, bro?
Hey,
Then you walk to, you about to go into your trailer, then you see Eddie Murphy just come by. Then you walk, and it's like, this is life, bro. You know what I mean? So me and Tiana Taylor also, my sis was in there. So we just like the new kids on the block, like, yo, this is fucking crazy. So another dope thing that happened on set was I never met Arsenio Hall. And so we were all having like a meeting to kind of just go over the scene. And he was like, man, fuck that. First of all, this motherfucker told me, this motherfucker got one of the hardest albums out, and y'all sleeping, man. This motherfucker's so cold. And he just started singing my song, and it was just like, oh, this is. I said, yo, bro, this is. You are doing amazing thing. You never know who's watching again. So then the flip side of it was Wesley Snipes bodied that role, and body was so crazy that when they edited it, they must have said, yo, we want to make this movie so PG and take out all the elements of just the grit and everything, because what happened was, outside of the family, the Wesley Snipes side of the family, Tiana Taylor character, my sister, all them, we were supposed to be like the devil side of it, right?
Yeah.
So we were raunchy, we were sexual, we were all these things, we were nasty, funny. It was like the dark comedy of the movie, and they X'd all of our scenes out. So it was just like, damn, and not even about me and Tiana, but it was like, damn, like Wesley had so much beautiful work that they just took out of it, and it just compromised, personally, I think, it compromised the integrity of the movie. So again, to be a part of something like that,
was talking about the movie,
as a student,
saying that movie was a bad
artist,
movie.
Incredible. Just watching it, it was like, damn, like I know what it should have been because I saw what we did, and they just took out a lot of it out of it. But the experience was amazing, and hopefully they do something else with it. But yeah.
Wow. You know what it reminds me of? I've been watching this week recently. I don't know why, I've been watching a bunch of Leo interviews, and he mentioned when he did Wolf of Wall Street, he's like, yo, essentially, that movie didn't get made for years because some of the grit and some of what made that movie itself, the studio,
I thought I grabbed the money.
They didn't want it.
And
The director, I forgot what his name is. The director said, I'm not doing a movie if I can't do it the way it should be.
absolutely.
And basically, they got an independent company to kind of fund it.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
And an independent company funded it, and Leo brought it because he had the script. He brought the director back in and said, "Hey, remember that movie we couldn't do because the studio wasn't rocking with how you wanted to do it." Said now we can do it everywhere. You know, and it was like certain things that they didn't want to be in there. Like you're not gonna have a bunch of chicks snorting cold. This get out of here. Like it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening is that movie just made a shit ton of money and eventually got him an Oscar. So
Oscar. And he made it for cheaper, I'm pretty sure. So they made way more money than like independently. Then yeah, hell yeah, it was destined.
That was just testament to you know, people want to see the real and especially like some of the great actors. If they give you the real shit uncut, you can't just be slicing the shit up.
Yeah, bro, and that's why it was just like, so when I saw the movie, I was like, damn, and the sad part is people don't even know how brilliant this shit really should have been. And I remember seeing Wesley's spots, I remember a lot of things that I had done, a lot of things that Tiana had done, and it was just like, and not just our parts as well, other actors as well, but it was like, damn, like, this way better movie than this. And, you know, and it is what it is. But, yeah, it happened, bro. It happened in Hollywood, for sure.
Man, wow. Well, bro, listen, I'm glad you even, took like an hour out your day to, come kick it with me. Like, for us to reunite with us when they said, yo, Timmy might be down with it. I'm like, oh, I'm like, yo, you probably don't remember this, but 10 years ago, I remember I was in the corner of my own DJ equipment, and I watched him come through humbly and just try to just kill the shit. And to watch him kind of climb up the ranks is just, it's perfect synergy and like just a blessing from God. So, I want to applaud you on all your success, all your success you've had in the past, all the sacrifices you probably had to make. I think there's a lot left in front of both of us.
Yes.
Things where I can't wait to hopefully one day I'm like announcing like an Oscar. That'll be great. That'll be cool, right?
Hey,
that'll be cool.
Watch this soundbite come back, bro. Watch this, bro.
I'm fire.
I'm crazy.
I'm fire. Or if not an Oscar, Grammy at least. Any type of award. We just gotta manifest it, bro. So right now we're focused on a new song that's out, right?
Yes, bro.
And give us a little bit about the new song.
So, so we just did a record, the I Do record is a wedding song and it's doing really well. But I wanted to create something that I just had fun. And I haven't had fun creating. And so this is a record that I just went in there and wanted to just try something different and give a different sound of who I am. It's still who I am, but just something just fun for the summer. And then and just make people feel good and want to dance, man. And so it's bridging the gap from London to Ghana to Europe. It's that new wave of just Afro and taking it to a different level. Because I feel like right now, Afro beats is in a great sweet spot, but everybody's kind of trying to sound the same. Mm-hmm. And I kind of wanted to break the mold.
Everybody's trying to get Thames. Everybody's trying to get sound, bro.
Yeah, and she's one-on-one in the way she sounds, man. Like, I feel like she's like the African Toni Braxton. Like, her tone is unique, and so you can't duplicate that, so you gotta just, evolve it. And so with Throwback, we made a dope record, and the video's fire. We took it to like the 1990 type of vibe, because they're all white and black vibe. Just keep creating it, man, and then feel that.
Well, of course, people, by the time you hear this interview, make sure you just go straight up above. I'm sure if you have on Spotify. Type of Timmy, roll back, make sure you guys listen to it. Go to his Instagram, give him some feedback, and you can still cuss him out if you don't like Drake. You know what I mean? If you still don't like Drake, you can still cuss his ass out.
I don't like Drake. I never like that Drake.
Yo, last question. Yo, how long does these characters live with you? Like, when you do them, like, do people still like mention like boss or some other shit? Like, bro, really?
Yes, bro. Like, it was so crazy, dog. I think I had a meeting with somebody who was thinking about doing some work with, and he was like, dog, I'm not even front with you. I never saw Power, but when you played Darius Morrison and Boss in 2012, and I'd seen you doing XYZ, bro, I said, oh, wow, you just never know what affects the human being, the mind, dog. Like, you've seen so many shows, you've watched so many things in the last 10 years, you remember exactly what episode, what scene it was, what year it was, and it's like, okay, like, you are making impactful. That's what it's about.
Yeah, it reminded me again of a line that I heard Leo say. Leo said, pain is temporary, but film is forever. He said he was told that basically that line was applicable because all the sacrifices he had to make while going through, the ups and downs of making these movies, he had to realize, like, that shit's only temporary because you do it right.
Yes.
You have a lasting impression on someone, that shit will last forever.
Forever, like, forever, bro. Forever. There's songs that you play that you don't even know that you played in 2016 that somebody was like, yo, you to that club and that little down there, you play that. What?
Yo, thank you for hopping on here off the record, man. Listen, man, much blessings to you, my brother. We'll connect. Listen, any last words? We'll follow you anywhere.
So one, first and foremost, you want to make sure you get a favor every 3 months.
Yeah,
we got you.
I'm about to put the address in the chat right now.
Yeah, put the address, send it over to you and wife. If you want that, you go to favorskin.com, FAVRskin.com. And also the new record Throwback is out right now. And yeah, man, watch what I do with the acting, man. I'm about to get back on it and go crazy. So I'm excited about this for the next couple months.
All right, cool, my man. Thank you, bro.
Thank you. My G.
All right, peace out.
All right, bro. Love.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
I don't even know.
Hey, that was a good interview. That was a good interview on everything. Dude that played Dre on Power on everything. Yeah, I didn't know that was that dude's song on everything. See what other interviews he got. French Montana. Yeah, that was Dre from Power. The dude that played Dre from Power. That is on skincare from the Dead Sea and everything. Okay. And I didn't know that was his song. I didn't know that was him on everything. I know Buddy Lee played his song before. Everything. You want to hear a French Montana interview? Let me know. They just dropped, I think it was today. Let me see what it's about. Okay, he joined us right before he leaves to shoot a music video at ESTG in Brooklyn. He began talking about his interview. Exit that out. Before, he didn't start on how he was in it when he was in our trailer for this podcast. We touched on his Cocaine City DVDs and how he changed his identity from then. Okay. I like the actor, but I wanted Tommy to kill Dre. Yeah. But he had some beef with Too Big. I forgot what his name. Steve I forgot what that other dude's name. Too Big and that dude, and then he got burnt up in the cell and everything. Yeah. He did good though, everything. He did good. I know he on the another movie with not Mike Epps, but Cat Williams and that dude that played Easy E from Straight Outta Compton. I forgot what movie that was. It might be on Tubi or something like that. It might be on Tubi. Let me see what this First Montana interview about. Let me see what that's about.
Nigga, you did this shit with Flip on the roof.
Yeah, remember I was behind Flip.
Yeah.
Flip was talking, you could see me with the green jacket.
That's some legendary shit.
That one was like...
Yo, people talk like this to legendary like DVD series.
Yeah.
And like, you probably just too big to even get your flowers for that shit now. Like you done bigger shit.
Yeah.
Those are classic moments though.
I don't
got
even watch
Lonzo when I was a
First
DJ, just trying to do 3 parties in a night, like. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it means more to me than it might be to people because there's so many people looking now.
Yeah. That was crazy. Like, even that part with 50. I remember going to the office and 50 was just like...
You get him good, by the way? Oh, look at this baby, just like that. I'm big on audio. It's my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here, you good. Yeah.
Close up or you good?
Yeah, no, you good.
Yeah, man. I remember I was remember when 50 used to be we used to do like Pimpin' Curly and do all that shit.
Yeah.
And I used to do the Cocaine City DVD.
Oh.
So I used to go in there and just I used to fuck with Nelson, Gabi.
I remember that.
Everybody used to be up in there. And I used to go up in there and 50 used to give me wild footage.
But this is before Pimpin' Curly. This is early. Like 50 look straight on the block, nigga.
Yeah, so this is like 2003.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Pimpin' Curly.
2003, 2004. Yep.
50
I went up
Cent.
there in the office. Yeah, there was definitely that hunger, and it was up there, and it was like, yo, you want the interview? I'm like, hell yeah. Let's go to the room.
Yo, what's your business strategy that
He was on one.
he was on?
He was on one.
Was he mad? Like, what was he mad? Like, he was mad at something.
No, he was in the office. So whatever moment I caught 50 on, he was just in the office and he was just like, he was going through something. I guess he had just probably cracked his first 40 million. And he had so much to prove. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, yo, and I had the cameraman catching it. And he was just like, he just started going off. He said, you really make 100 big ones, nigga?
Yo, but yo, that's one of the most inspirational videos to this day.
Yeah.
There's a few of them. One was when, I don't even know if it's inspirational, but it's like celebratory. Like one was when Diddy's in the office, they just closed the deal, he's wilding out. One is definitely 50 on that roof, because when 50 was on the roof, bro, like, he dropped some gems that so takes his head. Yeah, it's like, yo.
No, that roof one. And it was like Cocaine City was like, we had just like made our way in, and it was just like, it was basically like, epidemic to the game. Like exactly what you're doing. We had just made our way in, and it was our moment. And 50 was like, he definitely showed love. We went up to the roof, and he just went off. That was like one of those. I was like, oh yeah, we got one.
Damn.
I was posted right behind him. I had no beard on that, and I was just.
I know.
Yeah, I was just.
Yo, first of all, French. There's many transformation and evolution of French, but I remember watching you. Man, I remember watching you and Max B for such a long time to see where you transformed to and evolved to is like amazing.
That video,
no, but think about where you were at then, right?
Yeah.
It's like, man, did you ever see this happen?
I mean, being an artist was always the goal at the end of the road. I'm saying, I think being an artist was always, but I didn't know how I was gonna get to be the artist. Every fucking DJ had a artist. It was like Green Land had Uncle Murder, K-Slay had Pat Poose, rest in peace. DJ Envy had Cocaine, Clue had Fab. I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm gonna get on, because they're not playing your records. So they shot the Green Land, he played Straight Cash. That was like, I was like, okay, finally, I'm not signed to him. But he wasn't getting on that radio unless he was with a DJ. So I was like, yo, these Cocaine City DVDs, they gotta be the way. We was watching Smack DVD, and he was the only one. He was the only one doing it. I'm like, yo, he ain't got no competition.
Smack from
Yeah,
URL.
that we
Okay.
knew Pee Wee Kirkland back in the day. 'Cause I used to play ball in Pee Wee Kirkland program. And I was like, yo, Pee Wee, let's do this. And we knew a bunch of other artists. We just started calling drugs on music. And we just started with the first Cocaine City. Second one. Then the third one is when we got 50.
God, that was the third one?
The third, the second one, third, the second one.
Yo, Frank, I'm gonna tell you how much you evolved. Like, I just remember seeing you then. Like, even the fit you was wearing then compared to now.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Like,
Celine.
like, low key.
Bussy.
And before I say this, I gotta say a pause with it. Like, I know a lot of bitches who really fuck with you. Like, it's almost like you started appealing to women more. You're appealing to everybody more.
Yeah.
Back then, you just looked like a hood nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching that and just even like, yo, wait, French was shot in his head. What the fuck? Like, that was just so fascinating. Like, I look at you now and I'm like, when I think about French, I think about just opulence, great lifestyle, living luxury.
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah,
You came a long way, nigga.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, back then it was Black Skellies
Yeah.
beefing with the whole New York.
Damn.
It was always on go mode. But you know, as you grow, you realize that your trophies is really your growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you show for your career?
It's interesting because, you know, I just even posted on my page, you just signed, you know, T-Dot, D-Thing, right? Those are rappers who I feel like, you know, it's more comparable to you early on in your career where they're in the midst of shit, a lot of beef, a lot of issues going on.
Yeah.
I haven't been somebody who's been through it. And I'm telling you, they used to be just like, I remember when, you know, because I used to be cool with all the DJs and promoters, they would try to book, you know, people for parties.
Yeah.
When they talking about booking French and the Coke boys, this is like, yo, man, you know there's going to be some shit happening. How much security you got.
Yeah.
These days, I see me and French went to a Richard Millie party. yo, French.
We call Serena Williams and her sister, who was like, yo, coming to VIP, the can, they was chilling with me and act. Nah, that was
I gotta be honest. I gotta give credit to French for this. French gave me an amazing experience. This is in Miami. French pulled up, and by the way, I looked at French differently that night because I'm still looking at him from the rap lenses, but I'm not realizing how this guy has taken advantage of the opportunity and just like being popular and famous and even, you know, being in these circles. Like, he's cool with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like he introduced me to. I think we ran to Larsa Pippen, Serena Williams, like just random people there. It was like, I'm in there like, yo, this gotta be like the closest to the Illuminati I'm gonna get.
You met the owner of Richard Millie.
Exactly.
In that VIP space. You know, definitely, man. I remember back in the days when I would try to get security, they'd be like, nah, you unsecurable. I heard that from security before.
Security said
you're unsecurable. Back in the days, cause like, you know, hip hop police would let you know, like, you know, like there's certain people that was on the list. And we was on that list heavy. Me, Max, and the whole
How'd you shake that shit?
I shook that shit when I couldn't really make the money I wanted to make. You know what I'm saying? Beef became. I started to feel like I was handicapped. I couldn't handle nothing. I was like, you know, just in a handicapped space. I couldn't move. You know, and that's when I realized, you know, too much beefing, and we was beefing for real. Like, people was like dying and this and that, and they're just like, it was blocking a lot of money. People don't want to touch you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, your rap friends, somebody gets shot, your rap friends stop picking up, the label stop picking up. Nah, it gets crazy. You know what I'm saying? It gets crazy. But now it's even crazier because they getting life insurance on artists. At least back then we didn't have that.
Somebody told me that shit.
Yeah.
Life insurance on
is a label signing an artist in good faith if you're taking a life insurance out on him?
Nah, you're praying on his death. You're praying on making millions on his death.
Or are they being realistic though?
Both. They're being realistic, and they, you know, you're supposed to have life. You know what I'm saying? Life insurance anyway. But when the label does it, if you don't have one, that's crazy.
Hey, so I heard you say this. You were walking out of someplace and they caught you in a quick interview real quick, and you were just talking about, you know, really how rappers are being targeted. It's kind of dangerous to be a rapper. Not only do you have enemies who are probably jealous of you, they're trying to get you, but also the police, especially in New York. If you try to protect yourself, which really you can't protect yourself, you know, they're gonna try to get you. You survived many eras of this shit.
Yeah.
It's no way you think now is more dangerous than when you was running around with all them niggas and like I felt like
no, now it's more dangerous because it's easier to get caught. What I'm saying? That now social media wasn't as heavy. Because we were doing these. So when we was beefing, we was capitalizing on that at the same time. You would see the commercials for the new DVD coming out next month. Nowadays, the first outlet get it, it's out there and there's retaliation.
Yeah, Instagram is so quick when it's like
one day a full war go on.
Yeah, one day of full beef and like something might happen more.
Yeah, back then that would take months for one beef. You know what I'm saying? It would take months. It wasn't nothing for us to upload nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's when YouTube came. But when YouTube came and the world started, that's when world started, you had to go to YouTube and see all the little boxes.
Yeah.
And that's me sitting down and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But now, like, in your phone, you have so now it's more dangerous. And you have a camera on you at all times. You can't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened to everybody locked up. We was drill music before drill music. Me and Max and we was, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much beef music is drill music.
Yeah.
Like if you constantly beefing and you're living it, you moving with extra security, bulletproof cars.
Yeah.
You thinking about, hey, you just did somebody on some DJ's mixtape.
Yeah.
And that nigga might, if he see you, might try to retaliate. That is drill.
Exactly.
Now, I guess you're right. So drill now is just a sped up version.
That's what I'm saying.
Because now a nigga gonna know. You posted on your story, fuck him. You dropped the song, say fuck him. When you see the wrong song,
yeah, nowadays
you might have to look for you.
They want to go to your grave and do a TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Crazy.
How do you feel about that? That's rough.
But that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Like, you know, you know what I mean? These young kids, they want to, you know, mob you want to go to the grave, you know what I'm saying? They want to post you on TikTok.
Is there a point you think, yo, it's just getting too far?
I just feel like they're young enough to do it. They didn't come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody on the right. Nobody that got real moving like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like
That's interesting.
I just feel like negativity spreads faster, and they see it as a way to make money. It's like how me and Max saw it. It's like how everybody's seeing it. You know, it's like how 50 seen it, and it's like how NWA seen it when they said fuck the police. I feel like at every artist, you know, that on the come up, every artist have to go through that.
Damn, my dude, you gonna run me over like
that situation where you pick a beef and you realize what that beef gonna get you, and you're gonna learn your experience from it. If you make it out of it, if you beef with somebody big enough, some niggas don't make it back. You know what I'm saying? So for us to be in the game since I tried first cocaine scene in 2003.
Jeez.
I've been beefing since then. I've been beefing my whole life with
That's 20
everybody.
damn years.
With everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that I didn't make real money. Bro, I just did a Jim Terrell commercial.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I just did a deal with Rolex, bro. No rapper did a deal with I just did a deal with Rolex. Like,
You had an image cleansing. I'm telling you. Yo, the French that was in 2010, when I thought about French Montana, I'm thinking this a hood nigga that is straight problems.
yeah.
Fuck brand friendly.
Yeah.
He's not friendly to life.
So I'm
And safety.
That's how we was moving.
These days it's like you want to be partying where French is at.
Yeah.
Like, did it take a mentality change, y'all?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Bro, I'm in the middle of Brooklyn, in the middle of the street, shooting a 40 off at some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even say the name. The Nano right across from there. Nano called me the next day. He go, friend, oh, nah, you wildin'. This and that. Like, it was certain situations where I had to pick myself back up. I'm like, yo, bro, it's either I'm gonna elevate or I'm gonna just go don't throw everything out, everything that we know Chinks for. My brother Max E for 75 years. My other brother deported. My mother done sacrificed for us to come over there from Africa, like how you was from Jamaica. And everybody done sacrificed. And I'm over here shooting guns off, running around with guns. I don't even have my papers, bro. I get deported. So I could be like Sean Paul. And everybody will forget about it. You know what I'm saying? It would be the same scenario. But at the end of the day, I was like, yo, it gotta be a certain situation that's better than this. I can't keep beefing. And these guys, I know they're just doing it because of whatever it is. So if we both played that game, we both made our music. Now, where do we go from here? Where's the bag? Where's the real bag at?
Do you consider yourself lucky or smart?
I consider myself luckier than smart. Because everybody that got hit never knew how they got hit. It's not a situation of being smart as the bad place at the wrong time. As you know, can't trust nobody. You know, when I got set up, it was homies from the inside when I got shot. So that's what I'm saying. So you never know where it come from. Life as a rap star and man without God. Tupac said it, and it was never a realer line than that in hip hop. I'm saying, because look at Pop Smoke. He had a gun on him when they ran in the house.
Yep.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I heard like he popped one of them.
I did hear that too.
You know,
I've been hearing conflicting reports. We just see the Nipsey trial kind of conclude. I'm interested in that Pop Smoke thing because I think there's a lot of things at play. I think, you know, especially coming from the East Coast, there's this myth about LA is just so.
Yeah.
It's
up,
just taking so many
Are you
people
still
from
listening?
the
What up?
East or not from that region.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he popped one of them allegedly.
Yeah.
That's what they saying. But it's just certain situations you're not gonna be able to. You gotta go through your lessons in life. You know what I'm saying? It happened to every artist. Chinks, he went through the same situation that I went through when I got popped. I mean, grace of Allah, I made it through. Chinks wasn't able to make it through. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle, the same thing. I was able to make it through. You know, everybody at 50, she got shot 9 times. You know what I mean? He was able to make it through. Certain artists was able to make it through. You know what I mean? And that's just the chances and the shit you gotta go through. It's sad, but we live a real.
Right now I'm just playing GTA and listening to some DJ Academic's interview on Spotify.
Life out here.
Did they ever get like the I don't know if there was a motive behind. I remember when Chinks died. I remember waking up. He died on my birthday.
Right.
And you know I do the news.
Yeah.
And my day was instantly ruined.
Yeah.
From the moment I woke up, May 17th, I forgot what year. But that moment where I had to report his death, it was just like a black cloud that just hung over the whole day.
Yeah.
Everybody was reacting like, you know, people were just in disbelief. They did catch somebody or whatever the case is.
They always ask me, there's one thing I regret in my life was me not making him stay with me in LA. It was me and him. It was me, Chloe, and him, and Malika. And Chinks was like, yo, I'm not going with y'all to Coachella. I'm like, yo, Chinks, you got to come. He's like, nah, I'm about to go home with my family and this and that. And I respect it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, all right, you done with the Hollywood vibe. We'll go back to the family. And, you know, I was all for it. But I should have told him, like, you got to stay with me because we working towards something. You know what I'm saying? We're about to go to Coachella, perform, go, you know, mingle over there. So he just came back to Queens. And that was the only time I wish I would have just, like, fought him. We were both rough, we were both high, we were both it was one of those. But who would have thought? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But that was one of those situations.
Life is such a thing where, like, you know, I've always said it's the same with life and, you know, even gambling to a certain extent, where if you could play it backwards, you'd make all the right decisions. But unfortunately, you got to live the experiences, and, you know, it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable. So, I mean, like, all those things happen. I mean, how did like, the death of Chinks? Like, I know, I mean, when I listen to your music, which, by the way, we got to talk about Montaigne a bit.
Yeah.
I always hear you mention a few people.
Yeah.
Max get a shout out everywhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I mean?
I'm not doing it for them. I do it for them. I feel like, you know, those, put it like this. Chinks went on every tour with me since I started. Right after Max B got locked up, me and Chinks just got closer. Like, Chinks gave me pop that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chinks, really? Yeah. Chinks gave me pop that. Shout out to Leo on the beats. He came through to the studio and I was working on my album. And he just, Chinks just pressed play on Pop That. I was like, what is this? And he gave it to me. And I remember I was so killers, I went to Raw Spray. And I played it for Ross.
Ross said, I gotta add it. Yo, by the way, you and Ross, two of the most amazing ears in the game. I think both for talent and for beats.
Thank you, bro.
So when you heard it and you knew it's a hit, when you played for Ross, you know he don't think it's a hit.
Yeah, so as soon as I heard it, I heard two people in it. I heard Drake on it, and I heard Ross on it. I remember I had Drake number, I just texted to him. Drake hit me back the same night. He was like, yo, check your email.
He did the same night?
He did the same night. He was in Europe. I remember this exactly. And I remember I was with Ross because we was working on Ross Rich Forever.
Yeah.
And we had just did Straight Off the Boat.
Yeah.
And we was working on Stay Scheming. It was around that time. And I came into the crib and Rose, and I played it for Ross. Ross did a verse. So I didn't even tell him about the Drake verse yet. But Ross hit me like, yo,
I don't know why it's lagging like that.
You know me, I was making so much music. I'm like, yo, Rose get whatever you want out of me.
You're open with like so many songs. Like, did you ever tell a nigga no? Like, yo, bro, this is my shit, right?
Yeah. So this is what happened. So Rose like, yo, I did my verse, and he called me. I'm in the middle of the road. He was like, yo, can I have it? Chinks right behind me. I put him on speaker. He was like, yo, what you doing? We'll pop that. I'm like, you know, I was coming up, so I'm thinking if he was as a single, it's still it's still a good look for me. You know, I mean, I had Shot Caller, and I had Ocho Cinco, and I had just dropped Mac and Cheese 3.
Yeah, which was fire.
Sanctuary and all that shit, so my shit is ringing. So he's like, yo, can I have it? I'm like, yeah. Nigga Chinks tapped me on my shoulder. Yo, Playboy, if you gonna give him that record, give me my record back. There ain't no way I'm letting that record go. I look at that Chinks. I'm like, yo, Rose, hold on. Until I spoke to him for like 5 minutes, I'm like, yo, bro, big bro, like, nah. So I'm like, yo, Rose. If he didn't, Rose would have had it. I'm like, yo, Rose, nah. And you know, matter of fact, Drake did a verse on it anyway. So, and I took it to Wayne. So I took it to Wayne. I went to a Wayne concert. And me and Wayne was chopping it up in the back. And he was like, yeah, give it to Taz. So I gave it to Taz. So I remember the Pop That was just about to come out. It was me, Drake, and Ross. Like,
Wayne didn't get on yet.
Like the night was supposed to come out. I got a call from Wayne. Yo, what the fuck is this? And he just sent me the verse. I pressed play, and he was like, bitch, stop talking that shit.
You recorded the night
last night.
Jeez.
Last night, right before she was about to come out. So that record was a special record. Now I remember sending that record to Puff. I'm like, yo, I got a smash. Nigga Puff go pick up the phone and he like, it sounded like a cool mixtape record.
No way.
I was like, yo, Puff. I don't know where you might be in the steam room.
No. Wait, was he on his last Straight to Paris vibe then? Because if he was on that vibe, it's like, yo,
Yeah, it was like 2000.
He's probably thinking, sound like a little upgraded version of Ocho Cinco. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was definitely in the steam room or something. He couldn't hear it that good.
But like, you know, by the way, and you know, even to touch on like Mac and Cheese 3,
yeah.
I think that was a very important tape for you because I think you mixed some mainstream sounds with what I believe is your core points. It's hilarious when I like post you sometimes, like people be like, yo, we only have features and stuff. I'm like, yo, well, you're not a French fan. Like, if you're a French fan, you won't go back to the mixtapes.
Yeah.
Where number one is primarily him. Yeah. Number two, it's a different sound than what you probably hear on the mainstream level.
Yeah.
But what you're good at is knowing that, okay, this might work here, but if I'm trying to hit number one on the billboards, I might have to go this side. Which I think this is smart. And some people, they're stuck in their ways. They're like, no, I'm just a lyrical rapper. Like, what you mean I gotta dumb it down for a number one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And on that project, I loved it from even the intro. You gave core fans what they loved. You know what I mean? Of course, you gonna have, and there was a bunch of Harry Fraud on it.
Yeah.
Right. And then you still had those songs that could go.
The Ocho Cinco.
Exactly.
All those joints. Yeah.
So usually sees most.
Yeah, first my time born there. You getting born now. Alright, so take the lie down. These academics talk about and T-Pain talk about me, women in the industry. Now I hear that. Oh, I ain't doing that. And she did it an hour ago.
You ever seen the clip where he's talking to security and the auto-tune sit on the mic?
You ever seen the Migos performing? They use auto-tune. I'm not going.
Oh, that's all they used to use is auto-tune.
I'm not going after anybody. I don't give a fuck about what these niggas is doing. I know what I did. I know what I did first, bro. I know my truth. I know my truth. I know what I did first. I know how many niggas try to do it after me. I'm not gonna try to come after you or do all this extra shit, bro. You know what you did. I'm not here to make you think anything. I'm here to remind you that you know what you did.
Yo, T-Pain, I'm glad you admit to some of the simping that, you know what I mean, which is obviously prevalent even now. But yo, when you made Bartender Man, did you at least fucking see that, yo, these days when you go in the club, fuck the strippers. It's all about bartenders, especially in New York.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of butthurt about stripping now fucking.
For real? No, you knew that the bartender. Yo, these days the bartenders are better than the stripper, and they don't.
The bartenders are motherfucking bad, but I was just like, man, somebody gonna like this.
Did she hit you back after the song?
Wait, hold on. Were you really dealing with strippers?
The greatest battles are often much more than a simple clash of steel.
I mean, keep in mind, I was married this whole time, so I didn't really have a foot in this ring at all. Okay. my wife was the best motherfucking thing wrote, so I didn't have to like none of them bitches, but, you know.
Wait, what does stripper do to you though? Like, she played you, or she's trying to?
This is all Miami, so you gotta. Job is to make you think they like it at all, you know. So.
Wait, what
my wife is the best thing smoking time. I ain't really care about that bitch. I was trying to get some extra.
Wait, hold on. Where in Miami? Because I've been to Miami recently. I don't want to be.
This is all Texas. This is all Texas.
Oh, I never been there.
That's all the way over there, man.
Yeah, you too.
What, is it lit?
You might even do all that all the way over there.
I'm gonna be honest, I've talked to a stripper before, but I've never met her in the stripper. So hold on. Let me ask you like this. Just a theoretical question. You've been around the block clearly, right? I've fucked strippers before. I've dealt with strippers, but I've never dealt with them when I met them in their natural environment. Anytime I've met a girl that was at the club, like I might have ended up fucking her once, and then instantly she started asking weird shit that's kind of seemed like she want money from me, and I'm like, I'm good. But I've met girls who be like, yo, they're looking at me as their way out the strip club, and I fuck with them for a while, right? Like,
you gotta give the one that's asking for the money. Just give her that. Just give her the money.
What? No. Wait, hold on. Explain that. Because I feel that goes against everything. It goes against my moral fiber.
It goes against your moral fiber, but if you wanna keep the motherfucking thing going, and just keep the it's a security. It's a security. So if you give her, first of all, you don't have to give her a ton of money. It's not like you don't have to give her fucking young boy amounts of money. This is like $500, $600.
Okay.
If she knows that she got that little bit of security, if she don't make that money while she working, and she can come to you every now and then, just for a little extra, then you good. And keep him and let's not fuck around. Act. You're a rich nigga, bro. You're rich. It's okay. It's okay to say.
Hey, I got a rule. When I'm around richer niggas, I'm broke. So I'm broke right now.
Sure. You're broke in comparison. I get it. Totally fine. But nigga, in your stature, nigga, just hit it with the 500, 600, bro.
No, okay. I'm glad you said that.
Not only are you gonna secure something, but you're gonna secure something for a long time, and if the bitch end up liking you, you're gonna end up getting the bitch and showing out in front of a rich nigga like, hey, she coming with me, bro. It's all good. Let it go. Let it go, my nigga.
Yo, Payne, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't feel say. And by the way, maybe just semantics because, for example, like this, right? And I'll be honest. Yo, I fuck with a girl and me and her were fucking around and yo, she need help with A or B, right? And obviously, I'm talking small amounts of money, right? And I'm like, yo,
You're talking apartment.
Are you crazy, nigga? Hell fucking no, nigga. Like,
you gotta go ahead.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey.
I'm stingy with and I'm stingy with it just off of principle. It's not because I don't have it. It's like I feel like if I pay for it, how can I enjoy it? I ain't gonna lie. I've been to the club. Yo, I've spent damn near $800 for my man to do some stuff. But I always said if I gotta pay for a girl to enjoy it, or for a girl to do some shit, like bro, like is it really? Is she doing it because she want to do it, or is she doing it for me?
Here's what I told my nigga last night. I said, a motherfucking Burger King, not Burger King, but a motherfucking McDonald's double cheeseburger and fries, that shit costs the same, exactly the same, regardless of who show up in the way. It don't matter what you do. If you want to enjoy this shit, that's how much it costs. That's just what it is. It ain't necessarily a fucking apartment payment or anything like that. If you want to enjoy certain things in life, you gotta know that there's gonna be some cost to it. And it ain't gonna be a quick I'm DJ Academic. It ain't gonna be a quick I'm T-Pain. Bitch, you got yeah. Dick costs just as much as pussy. And the shit cancel itself out. Somebody gonna pay something.
Yo, Paige, I'm gonna be honest with you. I agree with you, but I'm gonna be honest. So for me, I think with a certain I won't say level because
you know why you think that?
I fuck mid girls. The bitches I'm fucking, like they just happy to link with a nigga who got a blue check. The bitches you probably talking about, they're dealing with all the celebrities.
Here's the thing. Here's the reason. Here's the reason that's wrong. Because you think that. But I think that these bitches is happy to no. They are happier to deal with a nigga with a blue check because they feel like it's more of a guarantee.
But
now,
I'm not
if they go in a room full of niggas, and one of them got a blue check, they not gonna go with the nigga with the blue check. They gonna take that route to try to get to the blue check. It's not gonna be straight up, I'm gonna just go with the nigga with the blue check. Now, I understand what you're saying, but all you gotta do is show appreciation the same way you want her to show appreciation, and it's gonna be reciprocated. Regardless of your blue check, regardless of your benefit, a bitch gonna go with the brokest nigga in the room if he shows the most appreciation. Now, I'm talking from a simple perspective, because a nigga like me, here's my thing. So my whole approach is saying, look, if you can make somebody's day in a second, then take that second. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to blow up your shit. But the thing is, the bitches that you want are the bitches that want the things that you don't want to give them. Now, if you're talking about just a bitch that ain't never been in a glass elevator before.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And you just take a bitch in a glass elevator, she's like, oh,
yo, Paige, the bitches I'm fucking with.
oh my God.
Paige,
And
the
then you
bitches
take
I'm
the bitch
fucking
out the
with.
glass elevator.
Bro, that's academic number one, like, come on.
When the bitches I'm fucking with, when they see the Lambo in the mansion, they're instantly soaking wet. Like, I'm not fucking with a cream and pop.
You gotta provide those things after the fucking.
No.
You can't just.
I'm fucking the bitches.
Act. You can't take a bitch in front of 6ix9ine house and then show her that Lambo and the fucking thing, and then just say, "Oh, hey, this is also mine." At some point, when I feel like taking it, I can also drive that shit. You can't do that. You gotta look. You gotta.
I do.
Just give her.
Yo, and by the time, yo, T-Bay, you never heard about selling a bitch a dream? By the time they buy the dream and they think they about to move in, they're back home living in their reality. We're never linking it.
Let me tell you.
That's why they don't say it.
Let me tell you.
That's why they don't expose me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, I get exposed all the time because girls never get it.
We all do that. And then it's them crazy nights to we in fucking weird ass New Jersey or some shit. Just weird ass middle of New Jersey. You're like, man, I wish I had a bitch I could call right now. Oh, you know what? I can call that bitch that I took to 6ix9ine house, and then you call her, and then she come over like, where's the what's your house? Where's the global entry? And where's all the Lambos that you had a second? And you're like, no, this is my rental house in New Jersey. I was just chilling, and then she's like, oh no, I figured out that none of this shit was yours, and you'll never see that bitch again. But you want to fuck.
Mama told me never pay a bitch, nigga. I'm gonna keep it 100. I would, yo, out of principle, I will lie. I will do anything, obviously, other than overtly taken. I will do anything. I will lie. I would finesse. I would promise. I would do anything, but I would never give you money in your hand.
I bet you would until that motherfucking day. Until that day. That you look up one day and you're just like, fuck, nobody's coming to my goddamn house. I told everybody I was having a party tonight. Nobody's coming because.
Do you know what's growing on?
I would mess the interview up.
Because I've been lying.
Nigga, it's big act. What you mean they're not coming? It's big fucking act.
If you don't want, you done took the bitch out to eat, you done took the bitch to the movie, then you done got a hotel room and all that. Bitch, you 500 in the hole.
Yo, I don't know who's talking right now, but I'm not bringing no bitch.
That's your okay.
Yo, I'm flying them straight out.
Let me tell you,
I'm flying them straight out, and then I'm picking you up at the airport.
It's gonna come to a point. Where you done lied to every bitch that you ever known. And you ain't gonna be able to get no more bitches because all the bitches have told them bitches about them bitches.
That's it.
And then you gonna get to that one point to where it's like,
yo, T-Pain, you're right, except there's always a new bitch that's in the DMs. Thank God for Instagram, the best dating app on earth.
Let me tell you what's wrong with that app. You're gonna be the old nigga. And the new bitch that's in the DMs is gonna be the young bitch. And then that's not gonna be acceptable.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Because the old bitches ain't gonna go for it no more. The old bitches done learned their lesson. The old bitches done been lied to 1,000 times already, and they're not gonna come for it no more. The only bitches that's gonna fall for it is the young bitches you talking to right now. So when you get older, and them young bitches ain't acceptable, and the old bitches ain't fucking with it no more, you gonna have to figure it the fuck out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll meet you in the middle and I'll say, okay, I think at 40, maybe I'm gonna have to reevaluate a couple of things. But right now,
Well, I'm gonna say, nigga, you at least
no, of course I am. Hold on. But right now, these bitches, they're looking at me like, oh damn, you like them other rappers. You're just not a rapper. You're like, but you're rich and all this shit. I'm like, yeah,
you're basically a rapper. You're basically a rapper.
No, I'm not.
I mean, come on, man.
Yo, babe, what I'm trying to say is
all the same circle.
Pain, I'm
rapper now.
Yo, Pain,
earlier today I was
yo, Pain, I'm so cheap. Yo, Pain, I'm so cheap. Like.
Nigga, rappers is cheap too. Nigga,
no, they not.
Okay. So we talking. So if we going off of the video you posted today, are we talking about you just going with full on bad bitches all the time? Are we talking about the bitches you fuck with in private is the most homely bitches?
Well, no. Okay, the girls I fuck with in private is that they're regular. I think.
They're regular bitches, they're homely bitches. So, which means they're gonna have a regular mindset and they're not gonna fuck with your rapper persona or anything like that. All that shit you were saying about Gunna today, when the bitch got caught bringing the shit into the jail, you're not gonna be able to do that. Much younger for much longer. So now we talking about
I'm gonna be honest,
the shit
yo.
you got to
Hey, the only thing I would say though, I think
We do not have a situation I need your help with. Nothing happened in room 237 last night. Nothing has been placed in the trunk of the vehicle. And I am not helping you to drive it somewhere secluded and get rid of it. The police are not on citywide high alert. If you are arrested for any reason, I will definitely not deny having this conversation and sell you out. All clear?
You see them wanting to hang out with rappers and certain shit. That doesn't get you in. You hang out with a guy with a blue check who's rich this and third. All he wants to do is fuck. He's not gonna try to take you serious. He's gonna
ain't you one of those niggas? So
yes, I am. Yo, I am. Yo, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking from the perspective that.
But at this point in your life, right now, are you a blue check nigga or are you the famous nigga? Because in my opinion, you're both.
Right. Okay. All right. What that mean?
To me.
So what that means?
You're the blue check nigga, obviously, and you're the famous nigga because you're famous nigga. Like you can't pick one. At this point, you're Matthew McConaughey in front of this. That's what I love about college girls. I keep getting older and they stay the same age. You can't take both.
Yo,
you can't.
Yo, but that's why these days I'm trying to say like, yo, I would never like if I get to the point of I have to pay. And by the way, I ain't gonna lie to you. These days, yo, I got a girl I've been rocking with for like a couple months, right? And me rocking with her is just off of, yo, it is stressful, it's time consuming when you have to deal with different women constantly. Yo, the only
but you have paid already. Even with the girl you fuck with, you pay. It's non-negotiable.
No.
It's non-negotiable.
What do you mean?
These bitches is NFTs. These bitches is non-fuckable dots.
Pain.
These are
Pain. You gotta flush this out.
These bitches is non-fuckable dots. You got to pay for it first.
Wait. How did I pay? I don't know. Alright.
NFTs, they're non-fuckable dots.
Hold on. Alright. In theory, how would you say I paid it? I'll relate to my experience.
Well, you paid for something, or you got her dinner, you got her anything, you got her fucking a ride to somewhere, you got her Uber, you got the flight, you got the flight, pay for something. There's no free.
No. Alright, hold on, Paige. Are we considering food, transportation, paying? I'm talking about gifts. You know how, like for example, when Gunna's saying, come get a virgin. Gunna is saying, you fuck with him, you get a virgin. Future, one of my heroes, he literally says, you fuck with me, you get an AP.
I'm just gonna give you a quick example. Because this nigga that's sitting right behind me, Young Cash, my motherfucking artist, Young Cash, and walk up into a motherfucking club right now and say, hey, I'm Young Cash, I'm with T-Pain, and then go fuck a bitch in the bathroom. No money exchange, no nothing.
Really?
And then And then boom, that's just it. He go get a bitch out of the crowd and say, yo, I'm Young Cash, I'll fuck with T-Pain, let's go fuck right now. Boom, fuck a bitch in the bathroom. No money transaction, no nothing. Now, you fuck with a bitch, and tonight, you gotta buy a Whataburger, you gotta spend $5, $10, blah, blah, blah. You already spent more money than that.
That's just so y'all know I never do no lame ass shit like that.
I'm just saying, buddy.
Yo, hey. You understand what we talking about?
Hey,
like,
Mr.
like, for example,
I'm just listening to some interviews from DJ
when you
Academic.
talking about, like, when we talking about pain is like, we talking about pain for rent. Like, we're not talking about,
I'm
like,
surprised you still
have to
up.
I'm talking about first sight, first give. What's going on? What's going on between the time you see her and the time you fuck her? If you spend any money in between those times, you pay for it.
Hey, have you ever paid for rent for a bitch? Be honest.
Absolutely.
Oh, you woke up? Oh, okay.
Hell to the no. See, that's what we do. If you,
Hope you feel better, Miss Rose. Hope you feel better.
yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I got multiple rents from bitches. I can pay for my whole goddamn neighborhood right now.
What?
But here's my thing. If you're claiming that you have never and that you will not, that's when the fucking problem comes in.
No, I will not. I will not. Yo, I'm gonna keep it so real. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it so real with y'all. So real with y'all. And I
Ask you about the cap.
No, I'm not about to cap.
The fact that you said
No. You're paying. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this, because like my new chick that I'm dealing with, I promised myself I'm not gonna put too much online about it, because my last relationship was online too much and didn't end up well. But I'll say this, right? The girl I'm dealing with, she has her own place in another state where she used to live, right? I'm gonna be honest. We've had that conversation because she's been staying with me for an extended period. She said, well, you know I still have a mortgage. Could you help out with that? And I said, I'm going to keep it real with you. If you going to stay here with me, you need to go figure out what you're going to do with that place, but I'm not going to be paying for it. Or you just got to get rid of it. I'm not paying for it.
I can understand that. I can understand that. What DJ Academic saying. Let me see if there's some more. Let me see. Oh, that's it. What else he got? T-Pain. T-Pain tells Academics Kiss Kiss featuring Chris Brown is his favorite song. Ted talks relationship with Khalid. Alright, let's hear that. Let's hear that. I got it on mute.
I wrote that shit. I wrote the Fed Up, the Fed Up record that Usher sang for Khaled. You better look it up.
Nigga, I know that Fed Up record, nigga. You alright. Wait, you ain't writing records like that.
Alright, come on.
I thought you was a hook nigga, not like a full song
nigga. Look it up, man. Look it up, man. Look it up. I can't wait till you look it up. I can't.
He gonna have to look it up.
You gonna look it up? You looking it up, baby?
Yo, get out of here, man.
You looking it up? You looking it up, man?
Yo, wait, hold on. What's your favorite song? Like the song you're like, this song.
Wait, that I've been on?
Well, I don't care if you wrote, like you're proud of making or be. In a part of it.
It's gonna be Kiss Kiss. I wrote and produced that entire song.
Why did that song go bigger? That was all my problem.
Why did it was fucking Chris Brown? What are you talking about? It's Chris Brown.
He didn't really rock it as a singer like he was rocking everything else.
Bro, he's a light-skinned nigga. It's just gonna go bigger than anything. It's over. What are you talking about? That's just what it is, bro. There's no way. You're the craziest nigga alive, bro.
For real.
Okay. After that song.
Now it's acting
that song,
up.
Pain was good, nigga.
Let me refresh it.
After that song, what's my favorite song?
Yeah.
Shit, what came after that song?
Let it refresh.
Nigga, like 18 Are you asking me what my favorite DJ Khaled song was?
Nah. Your song, like. Yo, keep it real.
Don't nobody know my favorite song after that.
Yo, my feeling is that you don't fuck with none of DJ Khaled songs. He holds your fucking shit or something. You know what I mean?
Look, man, do all the stuff that you're trying to do, but I'm just saying, all the information is available. Like, all the
hold on. It feels like, I'm not saying you're sour about it, but it feels like you have the best positive energy.
Okay, let me say, I wasn't the best friend for DJ Khaled and everything like that, so I was trying to, be the most supportive person when all the shit was going on, but at the same time, DJ Khaled was a radio DJ. Yeah. And everybody that was trying to get with DJ Khaled was trying to get their song played on the radio. So anytime he needed a feature, they would be like, yo, I'll do your feature, but can you play my shit on the radio? But I didn't have any songs to get played on the radio. So I was like, hey, is everything gonna be okay? Like, I was okay. I was fine. I was like, bro, I don't think these people are your friends. And he was like, nah, trust me, bro. And I was like, I don't think that's what's happening. And I got shunned out before everybody else. Everybody got their shit played on the radio, and then I did not. So I just was like, all right, cool.
Agreed.
Yo, in 2009, you got nominated for the BET Awards for Best Male R&B Artist. Did you feel like you fit in R&B? Because I feel like R&B is super different. Like, where did you feel
he won it?
Yeah, that's all I wanted was R&B.
Really?
Yeah. You thought I was a rapper, nigga?
No, I think you were a rapper.
He's singing in auto-tune.
Or you were involved with records that were affecting rap.
No, just because he made auto-tune.
And if I was affected shit that affected rap, then also did fucking Ja Rule.
Ja Rule was definitely.
But he was affecting rappers. He was affecting
Ja Rule ain't never get an R&B award, right?
But that nigga was singing his
Singing,
ass
yeah.
on every hook.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You had Got Money and Blame It? Don't Blame It with Jamie was every time I've ever heard about somebody making a record with Jamie, it was always some elaborate stuff. I just talked to her team like that. Tell me how like
it wasn't that. Jamie Foxx got me on that song too. You don't feel niggas using songs right there? Yeah, all the time. And I'm okay with that.
Why didn't you use the IP? Like, I know you're trying to use the IP for how you use, I think it was Antares then or whatever. Like, nigga, I know you tried, nigga. I know you tried.
No, I'm fine. Bro, I'm never gonna stop niggas from doing some shit that's already available.
Hell
Why the fuck would I do that?
Nigga,
that's crazy. That's crazy as fuck to me. Why would I stop niggas? Because first of all, the shit that I was doing was available since 1997. Yeah, but how the fuck am I gonna be the nigga that stopped everybody from doing it?
But it wasn't used the way you, if a nigga started doing YouTube,
it was used the way I was using it.
Really?
But nobody made it that cool. Nobody tried to do anything different. Everybody was trying to be the next nigga. I'm not trying to be that next nigga. I don't give a fuck about how you niggas think about me. So what I did was what I did, and how I did it was how I did it. If y'all niggas tried to catch on to that, then y'all niggas was the uncool niggas. So that's just what it was. If I wasn't trying to do anything different from anybody. Fucking Eric Clapton was using auto-tune on his guitar in the 70s, nigga. So I'm not trying to be anybody different from y'all.
Yo, T-Pain, just let me know, nigga. We can sue Travis Scott. That nigga performs with auto-tune. Travis Scott talks to the crowd with auto-tune.
Yeah. Yup. For real. Let me see what's another one. Let's see. T-Pain talks to academics about low. Going diamond. I said Khalid never paid him for. Oh, dang! DJ Khaled never paid him for I'm So Hood. Yo, I gotta hear this one.
bottom
sold
jeans
the
went
most
diamond?
and who actually. But here's what I'm saying: that apple bottom jeans records sold 10 million records.
No fucking way.
What?
That's what I'm telling you. The apple bottom jeans. I got a statue in my studio.
He sure
right
did
now.
make that. Sure got love.
That's what I'm saying. That record went diamond. So if we talking about who did the numbers, then I would win. But if we talking about who you can remember right now, then of course Future's gonna win.
Wait, but
Yeah.
it's like it's niggas who grew up to it, so they don't always remember.
Yeah, but they're not gonna know the stats.
Oh shit! That's so what's certified diamond?
Yeah, it fucking went diamond. Now,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now look up how many diamond records Future got. Now we talking about
Yo, Pain. I ain't gonna lie to you. Future played Mask Off. He killing you. He killing that record.
Of course. And
But
that's
no.
why I said if we get in a versus battle,
March Madness
he's
killing.
murdering me. But if we don't get in any battle and we just look at numbers,
I don't even listen to Future like that. I think T-Pain would still win. His T-Pain catalog and his pen work in producing, yo, I think T-Pain will win against Future. That's with me.
every time.
I guess life is good at Darby, but that's
I'm not gonna lie, T-Pain, if you was dropping fresh hits like Apple Bottom Jeans and shit like that at the same time, Future was dropping his shit, I think.
If social media existed while I was dropping that shit, we would.
It'll be a whole different ball game.
The thing that helps me right now is that I don't give a fuck about notoriety from niggas. I'm fine. I'm okay with y'all not remembering that shit. My thing is, when I go to these corporate parties and they put me on their company, and I'm the motherfucker that's really running these fucking companies, and I'm getting niggas like Future to be in our commercials, and I'm getting all these shit. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Y'all niggas don't have to give me recognition because I'm in the background of the actual fucking business. I'm not trying to be the most popular nigga in the hood. I'm trying to be the most reputable motherfucker in the company. I'm fine. I don't need to be the coolest nigga. I will be the corny nigga. I'm okay with that. And I would love to be the corny nigga that's at the top of the business instead of the coolest nigga that's just in the commercial.
Yo, hey,
I'm fine.
let me ask you a question. Between two songs, you gotta pick one. What means more for you? Both are kind of like, like obviously feature system, but still, you being on Good Life with Kanye, or you being on We Taking Over with obviously Wayne going fucking gangs.
No question.
Yeah, it's Good Life, bro.
Good. Yes.
We Taking Over is iconic, nigga.
But
We Taking Over is iconic for niggas
Yes.
to listen to in their cars.
Yes.
We won a Grammy for fucking Good Life.
Did you?
Everybody,
I don't give a fuck what you niggas listening to.
man, he won a Grammy.
I don't give a fuck what you niggas is listening to in your car. We won a Grammy for Good Life.
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
Yo, you won Best Rap Song.
Yes.
Shit. Okay.
Bro, a
For
Grammy
Good Life.
Come
For Good Life.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When niggas here, I am the beast. Feed me rapping like that's nigga shit, bro.
Good job, man. I'm glad that you know that
Good Life,
fucking
man.
lyrics. I'm glad that you know that fucking lyrics, but I'm going to fucking Grammy for Good Life, bro. I'm good on y'all niggas knowing if I did fucking Welcome to My Hood with DJ Khaled. The nigga that moved to anybody who's hot right now.
Yes.
Yo, wait.
Yes.
Tell DJ Khaled to do a record with me right now. He's not gonna do it.
He ain't gonna.
He's gonna do it with whoever's hot right now. He's gonna do it
Yup.
with Roddy Ricch. So
At that time, I thought y'all were locked in,
I'm
though.
not give a fuck about that record, bro.
Wait, but at that time, I'm So Hood is. I know, it's a nigga classic.
That's yeah.
It's a nigga classic.
Yeah, nigga classic.
Yeah, but hold on. I know Khaled, he's gonna do what he's gonna do in terms of trying to get the record, but I felt like, that was like a whole fucking vibe. But I was a child when that was. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at that like, he's just doing this shit with his homies type shit. You know what I mean?
Ask him how much he paying his homies for this.
Ooh.
Pay.
1,500 T-Pain?
No, Pay got paid. Those are the things. Yo,
I got publishing. I got publishing for it.
Oh yeah, niggas don't know about publishing.
Nigga, you probably getting your
Yeah, no. I said I got publishing for it.
No, you probably get the hella royalties. I'm so hood.
Publishing, nigga.
Well, like,
Yeah, publishing is different.
yo, you're the hook on the song, right? I ain't gonna lie. I think Rick Ross probably did his business shit good. Trick Daddy. I think Plies probably got hope. Somebody gotta get the show to this thing, okay?
Plies the only one that got, okay.
Nigga, you're the hook.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
Nigga, the fucking hook.
Yeah, no, that's
No. Stop it.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna...
Yo, wait, wasn't there an I'm So Hood Part 2? Unless I'm tripping.
There was an album of part 2.
It was.
Hey man, everybody. Everybody make their own assumptions about what we do. You know?
What the fuck is that? Your pick, that's your pick.
This
You
nigga.
guys need to fucking chill. You guys need to fucking chill.
What the fuck was that? This nigga turned to a demon. You possessed me. That alcohol kind of thing. Yo, no, we're not just getting his ass for that.
No. T-Pain used a bullshit.
That was funny as hell.
Yo, I can't believe that you fuck with Good Life that much, even over we taking over.
Bro, act, bro.
You want to get... Oh, my
So
God.
here's my thing. So I mean, keep in mind, I'm on Good Life. I wrote the hook till we taking over, and Akon sung it. I wasn't on the hook of we taking over. Akon sang that, but I wrote it.
Oh,
that's Akon. I'm thinking it's you.
Yeah, that's Akon.
Yeah, you talking about we taking over?
How much you think your credits is on it?
Yo.
No.
You gotta figure that out, man.
No. Man, could y'all get the fuck out of here, man?
One of these days, you gotta figure that out, man.
Wait, so you wrote the shit?
Yeah, I wrote that shit.
I
wrote the Fade Up record that Usher sang for Khaled.
You lied. Oh, you didn't do that shit.
You better look it up.
Nigga, I know that Fed Up record. Nigga, you alright. Wait, you ain't writing records like that.
A little weird.
All right, come on.
Anyway, let's cut out the
I thought you was a hook nigga, not like a full song nigga. I'm gonna keep
Look it up, man.
Are you
Look it up, man.
mad?
Look it up. I can't wait till you look it up. I can't wait.
Like,
Yo.
You gonna look it up? You looking it up, baby?
Yo. If T-Pain were to do a versus,
they're following us. I texted
oh
them.
man,
You think 3 or 4 cops would be hounding us?
in his catalog,
I can't wait for Solomon.
Ooh.
He's so European. Ooh, we're here. I didn't know how to get going to this place.
ooh, his catalog, ooh, I want to know who could go up with T-Pain. I want to know who. Cause his pen work is serious on everything. Let me see what else you got. DJ Academics asked T-Pain if he would sell his catalog. Speaks on T-Pain hits over the years. Alright, let's see this.
Yes, please. I'll take all
That catalog shit be big, bro. You see what that nigga Herb got it?
Oh, Jesus! Could you imagine? Herb got it just got 300 million.
Woo, he did just like sell it. Hey, would you sell your catalog? If somebody give you $100 million right now, you sell it?
$100 million.
Yeah.
We need a fireball.
No, I'm still.
Now, you gotta imagine that, what's called, man? Herb Gotti got a hold of him. He has a label of masters.
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I'm still making so much off of not doing anything. I'd rather just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yo, how much you make on that Flow Rider Low song?
I mean, that was a diamond record.
Shit went down.
That shit was diamond.
Yeah, but you were featured though, like how much that be flat?
I mean, but I was the feature. Is the song popular because of the verses or the hook?
The hook. The hook.
Yeah, bitch, weak.
bitch. Weed. Weed, motherfucker. What the fuck you mean, nigga? Weed.
Indubitably.
And the niggas had that song. A lot of niggas had that song before Flow Ride. They was stupid.
Oh yeah. Wait, he had it. Okay.
Wait, you were shopping it? Wait, you made?
Oh, Wall had that shit.
I don't want to hear Webby on it.
I mean, but he had, but you gotta, because I did the record for Atlantic Records, so anybody that was on Atlantic had a chance at it. So it was just everybody that was on Atlantic. It wasn't no artist specific. You know what I mean?
You already had the song, like selling it to that label altogether.
It wasn't. No, I was in a session for Atlantic Records, and they was just like, do as much music as you can. So I did Shawty and Low in the same night.
Whoa.
That was a part of like the big pack of hooks I did. So Atlantic was like, these two gonna go for sure. They took Shawty, they replied, and they took Low.
Oh shit, you're a fucking Shorty. Yo, Shorty's a classic.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was surprised. And it's a down south classic on everything.
Hey, no, wait, T-Pain, then this nigga try you and say you want the young Jamaican.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, man, I'm used to this shit.
I ain't seen working with too many
Y'all
people.
talk your dance phone now. I gotta go piss. Y'all keep going.
Y'all niggas drunk as a dog.
Yeah.
Nigga, this Shorty. That Shorty's a classic record.
For real. Yep.
That nigga serious. That nigga really said that.
What a big ass chain. I'd be so mad if niggas think you turn down so much motherfucking bread, man.
Oh, he probably made a bag off got money with Wayne too.
Got money, and you know, forget to pocket this something, boy. Do it, and on everything. Ooh. Ooh. Take it out your pocket and shut it down. Hey.
Yo, Kyrie, you don't realize I'm lethal.
Ooh, his cat. Ooh.
Your act, respectfully.
Apple bottom jeans.
Your pen game is good with the jokes, though.
Yo, if T-Pain were to do a versus, or if he participated in doing the versus, I want to know who
Here for the magic touch.
would he go against? Oh man,
Got any problems? You bring them back to me.
real.
This is so fucking funny. Wait. T-Pain got nominated for Best Music Streamer? Yo, what the fuck?
I mean, his streams lit, though. Like,
Yeah,
Nigga.
I'm following T-Pain on Twitter.
What happened?
You back?
Yo,
I think they were saying your streams and lit is lit. I don't know.
Yeah, I be watching you. I be watching you on stream all the time, man. You're a true inspiration. Appreciate you streaming, man.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro.
This nigga humble. Oh, I never heard this nigga so humble. God,
I mean, I put respect on game, man. Like,
For real.
niggas still be writing for niggas on the low. Like,
Yup.
Out there.
hey, yo,
yes,
yo, Pay, you know who I interviewed recently? And they brought up, like, I remember when your stupid ass really didn't even know that there was a message request on Instagram.
You didn't know that shit either.
I
Don't act
did,
like you
nigga, you old, nigga. Though.
Yo, these some good highlights from DJ Academics and T-Pain on everything. On everything. Hold on, let me deliver this call. Hold on. I don't know why I ain't getting no car,
Okay.
car
We
drop
should be
off.
good. It's in good condition.
For real. What else he got with T-Pain? DJ Academic speaks on rappers getting targeted by police feds and how they use it for evidence against them. T-Pain talks making Forbes in 2009 and said the list was capped. Speaks on Akon making a bag. T-Pain tells academics he didn't know IG DMs. He didn't know IG DMs. Talk crazy. Chris Brown and Usher versus. Usher killing Chris Brown. Usher killing Chris Brown by a long shot. What did T-Pain spend his money back then? T-Pain tells academics about selling his Bugatti Veyron. Woohoo! Woohoo!
47 cars?
But at this point, I had 47 fucking cars at one time. But at this point in my life, I'm so scared of going broke again that I don't want to spend. I swear to God, I'm hoarding money right now, and I don't want to spend a fucking thing.
What's
my
most
kids don't ask for shit. My wife don't ask for shit, bro. I just be sitting in the fucking house playing video games. If I buy anything, I buy shit to play more video games. That's it.
Wait, how many houses you got? How many houses?
I only got one house.
What?
I got my mama's house, my daddy's house, my fucking sister got a house. Everybody got their own car. I got everybody's cars and shit. But like for me,
how many cars?
I'm in the house, bro.
You got a Bugatti?
No, the Bugatti gone, bro. The Bugatti is stupid as fuck.
Yeah. Facts.
I bought a Bugatti. I had a Bugatti, and then I fucking drove it too hard, and they said I broke one of the radiators. The fucking Bugatti got 4 radiators. What? If you fuck up one of them, you got to replace all 4 of them, and each one is $90 grand. And I was like, okay, that's the end of that shit. I don't want to fuck with that shit no more. So I got
reasons I hate a Bugatti. What a Bugatti got? 4 radiators, 90,000 a piece. 90,000 a piece. I don't like Bugattis at all. Never heard me talk about a Bugatti or nothing. All I talk about Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche, Aston Martin, and that's it.
I rid of that shit and got 3 other cars. I sold that motherfucker. The money I got from selling my Bugatti, I got 3 other cars. I was like, that's the stupidest fucking thing of all time.
Yes.
Wait. It costs $90 per radio?
I gotta restart this game because I don't know why it's looking like this.
That's what I'm telling you. I sold the Bugatti and bought 3 other cars. I was good on that shit. I was done, bro. I didn't want the Bugatti no more. The second, because I only had the shit for like 6-7 months. And then apparently, I drove the shit too hard, and one of the radiators broke. He said I had to replace all 4 of them. So I was like, fuck that shit, sell that shit to somebody who want to fix that shit, and I'll just buy some other car. And I was done with that shit, bro. I ain't want the fucking Bugatti no more.
But like I said, the nigga once had 47 cars. Jesus.
That's a lot.
This nigga trying to catch up to Jay Leno.
Bro, I'll straight up go into a club. We go to a strip club, I have fun, and that bitch come outside. If I see a car I like, I'm like, who car is that?
You buy it.
That's mine. I was like, nah, it ain't. Not no more. That's mine, nigga.
I done seen a nigga do this really like 4 or 5 times.
But that's not no corny nigga thing, though. You calling yourself corny, but that's not no corny nigga move, though, right?
Yeah, but I think, but to be totally honest with you, I think I was doing that shit to impress other niggas. So it really wasn't.
You wasn't because you
corny
just
niggas.
the car.
Not really.
balling. That is balling shit.
Hey,
It's
what's up?
corny shit, but it was balling to everybody else. I literally could have saved
We
all
have a
this
high
shit.
roller arriving in
Really
town.
did some real
Facts.
corporate shit. Really started a real company for real. But I was so fucking worried about impressing niggas about how much I'm balling and how much I can walk out of the club and just buy a car.
So you
I was
never
so
just
worried
did
about
that shit by yourself, just go by like in the next
No.
No, so you just only did it in front of niggas. Like I see.
You know what I'm saying? That's
I mean,
corny.
he bought cars.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like he
but shit like that, that's corny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing the
Yo,
shit.
Payne. Yo, Payne. What's the most amount of money you made in like 1 year? I gotta see one.
49 million.
You said what now?
49 million, 2009.
4.9?
49 million.
Oh, damn. God damn. What's the taxes on that?
I don't want to pay attention to that shit. I like that. Man, $49 million. You think I give a fuck?
Why you giving it so real? 49 million, like you gotta go catch up.
Yeah, I was 23 years old. I was 23, nigga. I give a fuck
Damn.
about no taxes. I was cool. I paid the taxes, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I got $43.
Well, you made Forbes that year, right? That little Kings list or whatever they be having?
Oh, that shit was trash. That was just for my cars. I think Akon got me that interview. That wasn't even.
Were you on the list? Like, hold on, let me see.
That was just. I wasn't even on the list. They just wanted to come and film my cars. It wasn't even because of the money I had. They just wanted to see how many cars I had.
So that list be wrong then. All right, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, God, that list is always wrong. Bro, that list is wrong as shit all the time, every year.
Yeah, they be lying
That
most
list
sometimes.
goes off of the assets that you report. They don't go off of the shit you just buy or the money you have. They just go off of the assets you got to report to the IRS. That never goes off of the shit you just have. Or the money you actually make.
all these bad niggas be getting under the table, man.
Yo, this is great. Yo, so in 2009, the little Forbes Cash Kings list, they said the #1 earner was Sean Jay-Z Carter, who made $35 million. Nigga, I be
Oh, that
tight.
got way more than that. Gotta be. Bro, how would they fucking know? Bro, you telling me a magazine? You telling me a magazine can look up your fucking accounts and y'all niggas can't?
Yeah, you heard about that.
Come on. Bro, if it was that simple to get the shit, y'all niggas would be able to look up everything that nigga got.
Hi.
Come on, man.
They said Akon made $20 million that year.
Off of who?
I don't know.
Off of what? What was he doing? What was Akon doing that year?
He had locked up, nigga. Oh, never mind. That was 2004.
Yeah, we talking 2009. Who was hot in 2009?
Compton music, nigga.
2005,
Akon probably made a bag off you, right?
Oh, he made a major bag off of me.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, fucking everybody.
Hey, did he sign you or like what was it?
Huh?
He signed you, right?
Of course. I was signed as a writer first.
Oh, so if you made 49, that nigga made 100. That's facts.
Of course, exactly.
No wonder that nigga putting he putting LED lights all over Africa right now.
You stupid.
For real.
That big Chinese card. Big light Chinese card.
Damn. My only thing about Akon is that I feel like he started making so much money, he really didn't give a fuck about music. He just did.
Real. Alright, let's see. I don't know why this game started. I don't know why this Xbox gameplay lagging. It ain't even lagging on my TV screen. And I'm driving slow. Might be the last mission for today. Let my phone rest.
What on earth?
made a couple of million. Well, I made 1 million. I ain't gonna say couple million, but I made 1 million. Quick. Yeah, I'm
Ready for some real excitement?
casino.
Bet on the ponies at the inside track, the premier horse racing lounge at the Diamond Casino and Resort. Good.
I already got that car right there. Yup. I got that right there. In this casino garage on everything. Yup. I'm gonna go ahead and end it so that my phone rests. I might come back in the morning or in the afternoon. Thank y'all for coming by, hitting a like or whatever, and listen with me while I'm being here. Listen to me listening to DJ Academic interviews. But yeah, that T-Pain interview, I think that, it's not an interview, but it was on Twitch. I think that was two good highlights about that, 2 good highlights. But T-Pain, right, is his pen work, everything. Real. It's something serious. Yeah, I'm going. And good night, Just My Fire. Miss Razzie, you still watching? You still, what? You might be asleep, but Miss Razzie, you still watching? Hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. I'm going. Ooh-wee. Okay, you can't leave out the ooh-wee. Everybody, they just coming in. I'm finna go ahead and end this and let my phone rest because it was just lagging and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Oh yeah, when I end my lives, it's gonna say it's on private, but I'm gonna switch it straight back on public. Cause that's how this app, and how I'm streaming for YouTube, that's how this app works. So first it'll go straight to private, and then I'll go back and put it on public, so everybody can watch. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and I'm out. Oh wait.